Welcome back to Cat Matt Jones Catfishing. Cat Matt here. How you doing? I am live again from my cabin on the side of the woods, and this time we are going to talk about the double hook rig and many variations of it. Some people will use it with a short stinger. Some will actually extend it to use two separate baits, short biting fish, light biting fish, etc. Lots of different uses for it, but let me show you. A lot of people are just intimidated on how to to tie the rig up in the first place. So I'll be using my Boss Cat 8/0 Super J's today to show you how to do this. I brought some light line over here with me. This is Cast King Mono. I love Cast King. Everything they make is good. All kinds of trinkets and toys, and they make it all. So, with the old double hook rig, if you're gonna want to use a long rig for like two baits, something like that, adjust how much line you pull off, right? Okay, so that's gonna tell you. I'm bringing my Cast King scissors over here, best tool ever made. I'm gonna cut me some leader line. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the end of this, and I am going to snell my hook. Okay, snell the hook, go in through the front, grab the tag line, wrap the shank of the hook. For these purposes, I tied a long leader, so it took me a second to find the other end. You go to the other end, back to front. Okay, pull tight. That is your snell knot. Okay, so that's your basic snell. So what you can do now, if you're going to tie a double hook rig, we'll undo this. So if I want to tie a double hook rig, all I'm going to simply do is come in through the front like normal, and I'm just going to extend this tag as long as I want my second rig to be, wherever I want it. If I'm going to put a stinger hook on here, a smaller J hook, a treble hook, I know some guys run treble hooks, something close to the bait, say you're running cut bait, and they're just kind of grabbing and nipping. You want something short, right in here is good enough. If you're going to run a double hook rig, put all this excess line here, okay? So now we come back and we tie our snell. We find our other end. Come back to front. Okay? So now you've got your snell tied on your top hook, and you've got your leader line right here. Now obviously we're not going to snell this next hook. But on the second hook on an extended line, use your favorite knot. So in other words, what I like to tie, when I'm not tying the no knot snell, I like the simple Berkeley knot, the clinch knot, if you will. And I should have used a heavier line maybe so you could see this, but, wrap itself 10 times and then, back through the hole, bada bing, bada boom. Now you can fold this over and come back through that hole if you want to, make it an improved clinch knot. But anyway, you look at it. So now I have a nice double hook rig. Okay? And one other tip on this. If you're pre-fishing for a tournament and you're pre-fishing for flatheads and you don't want to hook any of them, what you can do is you can take a hook, okay? Run your hook through the bait, pull it through, cut your hook off, and tie a knot. And that's what we used to do a lot of times. We just tied the baits to the line. And typically if a flathead hit it really good and wanted it, sucked it all in, and the line would just pull through the bait. He'd get a free bait, but he wouldn't get hooked. So anyway, that's just a little tip you can do. So here we go. Simple variation. You can adjust the length of the leader for the second hook by any way you want. You can put it tight to the hook. You can run it down here. You could run enough extra line to make 3 if you wanted to. But anyway, Great double hook rig. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more information right here